Are we live? What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Jumbo and Jake Radio. It is, checks my phone, Wednesday, June 10th, and spring training part 2 is starting, and we are very excited about it. Baseball will be talked about soon. Never mind. No baseball, no baseball, no baseball. But other stuff. Talk about other stuff for sure. Definitely going to try and talk about some of the other things. Jake, how are you doing?
James?
Morning.
Heck of an intro.
Rope-a-dope-dum.
Rope-a-dope. Went the full thing. You normally give a little gap. You normally say a couple things, let the music run.
Hey. Well, let's. Here we go.
You're running hot. You're running hot. Oh, and we're back. Okay. From the top. Start it over.
All right. Oh. Okay, we're back. How are you? Nice shirt.
Welcome to Jamboy Jake Radio. I am Jake. This is Jamboy. Nice shirt to you, too. Nice color blue. Run the music again. Intro day.
Just intro reps?
Different intros.
Just wrap it back. Okay, hold on. Welcome to Jumbo and Jake Radio. It is June 10th, a fine Wednesday evening. It's going to be a hot one in New York City, but we're hoping that our office doesn't get too hot itself, I guess. Okay, and let's start the show.
Okay.
All right.
We got one of those in there. Just edit out all the intros, David.
Choose your own intro. You can go back, listen to whatever one you like the most.
How about it? Wednesday the 10th.
Yeah. How was your commute?
It's good. Back on the subway, man. Went last night, still spaced out. Obviously not near full capacity. Stood on the way back yesterday because the seats were still crowded, so I had to surf a little bit. But yeah,
you're a surfer, right? Didn't you say you like subway surfing?
No, I mean, I was just keeping distance. Corona life in New York City is all I have.
I remember saying that, I love watching the guys that subway surf.
Right.
And I thought you remember saying that you get involved a little bit at one point.
Yeah, because of the coronavirus.
Oh, okay.
Otherwise, my favorite thing is literally touching people. But, yeah, back on the commute life, back on the warm city life, and we're in it to win it, man. How are you doing?
Doing well. Yeah, commute life. We drove again, which I don't like doing, but it's cheaper. It's a cheaper option than, because we have the car until Luke's gone, which is not until the end of next week. So, I don't want to drive in the city. It's a hassle. I'd rather just walk to the bus stop, mindlessly get on the bus, go to the office. But, we're doing a lot of math, crunching the numbers. It's cheaper to park for free by my apartment and then pay the $14 a day here. So I think we're driving crew now.
Luke
likes it because he's all worried about Corona.
Right.
But I'm, mask, hand sanitizer. I'm good.
It's just the world we live in now.
Yeah.
Does BBD have a mic? Is he mic? BBD's back. No mic.
No, but he will soon. Once we get the other computer in there, he'll have a camera on him, and we'll get a mic. He can have a mic now, but remember the mic was giving us problems with Wirecast and shit? We'll figure it out.
Show some different emotions with your face.
Whoa, went tongue out. Tongue out.
Yow. BBD back in the office. Big day for Germ Boy Radio.
Germs galore. Shorts? Nice shorts.
Shorts, blue shirts, hats.
Sucks that if you have a real job, you got to wear pants in the summer. It's going to be 90 degrees today, I think.
Yeah, the mugginess is back. I think I mentioned this the other day. I haven't dealt with mugginess in about 7-8 years, which is pretty wild. So it's interesting feeling that. And yeah, I've given this speech before, but go get golf pants. If you're someone that has to wear pants.
Yeah, or Lululemon pants. Those are nice too.
Yeah, I mean the golf pants are meant to be outside. They're extremely light. That's how I survive my time in the office. But yeah, man.
With my first job, remember I worked for that production company that did wedding videos in Connecticut.
Sure.
And the office was this tiny little office, and I worked in like a back room, and there was only really 3 or 4 of us there, and it would get hot. They would run the AC, but it would get hot. But those 2 dudes that owned the company, they would wear like golf shirts, like polos, with mesh shorts. So I came in one day in pants and like a polo, and they were like, "Oh, it's hot. Like we don't care. No one comes in here." It was a dream come true.
Yeah.
I was like, "Holy smokes!" I was like, "Why are we wearing the polo shirts? That's kind of weird." To go polo shirt with mesh shorts. That's a weird look.
I don't know if you saw. I doubt it's in the news, but I think someone took a firm stance on Suits the other day. Suits on TV. That's just going to give me the TV show.
I'm going Google News, typing in Suits.
But yeah, someone, because I think they were tying it into like Black Lives Matter type stuff, so they were kind of connecting some dots, but they were like, it might have been Clinton Yates, and they were saying like, why would I ever wear a suit on TV when I don't wear a suit in life at all?
Yeah.
So I mean, the rebellion's coming, man. I think you need to put yourself out there more as anti-suit.
Suits are so dumb. I understand that you can feel really good in them, you know? Like if you put one on for a wedding or a special occasion, you're like, all right, awesome. This feels good. But suits suck. Just brutal and miserable. This is a really long thread by Clinton Yates. Inside the revolts erupting in America's big newsrooms, the revolution wears cozy crewneck sweaters. Been trying to tell y'all. The entire concept of shaping this is what journalists look like is something that is genuinely important, particular for black folks. No need for suits or ties. I say this because early in one's career, the easiest way to settle the communicative ability and motivation of a young black journalist is to regulate what they wear, be it through tacit guidance or outright rules. The entire concept of dressing professionally is too loaded. He's going deeper than I would go.
Right.
Like my whole thread would be suits suck. Stop wearing them. But yeah, suits do suck.
Yeah, that's dude. I know it's kind of funny. I mean, the biggest Yankees connection we have to this has been Ryan Ruocco begging CeCe Sabathia to get in the booth, and CeCe has said on multiple occasions, "Fuck nah, I'm not wearing a suit."
Yeah.
So CeCe should just like tag Yes Network in that feed and be like, "What's up?"
Turns out it's racist.
What's up about it?
Yeah.
You really want to dance? I'll play the game.
How about that?
Yeah. How about this?
Yeah, suits suck, man.
So that's good.
It's good. I'm going to get my Sun shirts out sooner or later. Those are nice. Dude, this highlight reel I put together, the outfielders in 1945, people keep quote tweeting it, so it just keeps popping up on my thread. It's so bad. They're replacement players because the World War II is going on.
Sure.
And one of them is a brutal hop. But, like, it's so bad.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Replacement players, get used to it.
There's a really weird play that I want to do a breakdown of in this, where an umpire and a player just start pushing each other.
Sure.
The play,
it's better times.
And all the umps rung people up with their left hand in 1945, which is just different. Then they punched up like, yo. No, not even this. Just kind of like, yo.
I swung.
Yeah.
I swung.
No, this is cooler. I don't know when that change went.
I mean, there's all sorts of different punchies.
You think there's a... Yeah, but
Pitch Ninja has a punchy...
No, not home plate.
Segment.
Basin. They just went like this.
Oh, you're out?
Yeah.
Okay.
But didn't ever cross their shoulders, really.
Okay.
It was weird. Is there a history of umpiring book? Oh, my God.
Absolutely.
It has to be, right?
Probably not.
Dale Scott should write one.
Don't tell Dale Scott what to do.
SteveTheUmp.com has a history of umping, so how about that? You got anything going on? How's Noodle?
Not really. Noodle's good. My sweet Jessica is very excited to meet McDougal, to the point that she's probably coming over to your apartment in one fashion or another this weekend.
He doesn't have shots yet, so pause it.
Not with the dog.
Oh, okay.
Not with the dog. As a human.
Katie's so excited because you're welcome. Come over,
right.
Jess. Yeah, come play. We're getting the shots soon too, and then we'll start doing that.
Right, that's dog stuff.
Yeah. Katie's so excited because people say hi to her now,
Sure.
and like everyone stops. We were walking with him the other
puppy.
day. Yeah, he's pretty damn cute too.
Sure.
He's a damn heartbreaker, melter, whatever. But Katie's like, everyone's saying hi. The city's so much more friendly with a dog.
Yeah.
And it is cool, so she's excited. But everyone came up and said hi yesterday. And there's a lot of dogs I wanted to play, and Mac wants to play with the other dogs. And it's like,
Right.
dude, you don't have your shots. Calm
Gotta
down.
get the shots.
We have some fun at our 5 o'clock sessions.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're a 5 a.m. guy.
Dude.
You wearing out earlier?
No, I'm just kind of on 5 hours of sleep the last 3
Okay.
days.
So you'll wear out at the end of this week. Gotcha.
Yeah. We'll go at 5:30 today, so a little different. But I'd like to be a 11 o'clock to 5:30. Is that enough sleep?
It's like close. That plays.
Bus scared the hell out of Mac today.
Sure.
Just start. I mean,
Imagine.
I felt bad. It's crazy. He doesn't like walking on Broadway because that's where all the main. So
Right.
like he likes the side streets more. So I almost carry him to a side street. But a bus just started up its engine, and he like a jumping jack, like ha 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 ha. So I scooped him up, and then his heart was beating. Felt like a pulsating
Fear.
thing in my hand. I was like, that is probably scary, man.
Fear.
Oh, here's something interesting.
Okay.
There's a salon nearby, right? We were walking by, and they got AstroTurf in front. So I was like, check out that AstroTurf, dudes.
Yeah.
And like, let him there, and he shit,
Oh, yeah.
which I thought was going to happen.
Right.
And I was like kind of hoping for.
Right.
But also I think that's rude. Or are they putting AstroTurf out because they're a dog-friendly salon?
I'd have to see the layout
I'll find it on Google Maps for you. I'll show you on halftime.
because it's a very clear yes or no
Right? Like
looking
if
at
I want
the
to walk,
setup. And the fact that you're questioning it makes me think it's a no.
well,
Because otherwise it wouldn't be a topic, I think.
because Luke kind of thought yes as well. I'll find it because they have a whole side yard too. It's not like a bar; it's a salon.
Okay.
Why would a salon have AstroTurf if it's not for dogs?
$1 million question.
Yeah. What street was it on? I'll find it. All right, you want to go to the sports, and then I'll bring this up at halftime?
Yeah, I think so.
Cool. BBD said there's a lot of sports news. I haven't looked at any yet. So what's going on?
We missed Tom Morello. That was BBD put it in his banter.
Yes, he did. Yes.
Listen to your producer.
Tom Morello. I saw him live once, Rage Against the Machine. But I didn't see it in full context. Can you explain it? Because I missed it.
Tom's just been coming in hot on, the police stuff and Black Lives Matter and everything that's going on. And people have been, like, kind of coming at him, giving him the generic, like, dude, why don't you stick to music, brah?
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you stick to the tunes, dude? And, yeah, people were coming at him, and he's like, this is my whole...
Shtick. Well, not shtick. This is
what we've been about.
This is what we do.
And yeah, so he responded to one guy that said something like that, and he said, what music of mine were you a fan of that didn't contain quote-unquote political BS? I need to know so I can delete it from our catalog.
Doesn't their most popular song start off with, like, the men who wear badges also burn crosses?
I don't know if it starts that way. There might be a lyric in there.
Men who wear badges rage machine. That should get me there.
Badges. Bow, bow, bow. Causes. Wow, wow, wow.
Didn't get me there. I think that I don't know a lot of Rage Against the Machine songs. Killing in the Name of. Yeah.
Killing in the name.
It's one of their most popular songs. Yes, the opening line is, some of those that work forces are the same that burn crosses. And it just he repeats it like 20 times. So to not know where Tom Morello stands on things, that's literally about cops being racist.
It's so funny, man.
Like, that's his most popular song. So yeah, that kid's dumb.
Yeah. The world's pretty dumb.
Oh, yeah.
Still.
Oh, yeah. I can't find this damn salon. I think that they exist after the Google Street View.
Kill it in the name of.
New York City's huge, man. It's crazy how many people just hang outside in New York City because they don't want to be in their apartment.
Yeah, that's been cool to see, man. All the corner hangout crews have gotten back together, which I expected, but again, in my time in New York City, has not existed.
Mm-hmm. It is cool.
And yeah, on the Rage Against the Machine wiki page, they literally have a political views and activism section that isn't new.
It's what he does.
So it's funny.
All right, let's go to the sports.
Go to the butter. One of the biggest nights in Major League Baseball this season, the MLB draft starts tonight. We have rumors of a team potentially throwing their pick to spend even less money. I don't know. Be funny if the players even planted that just for shits and giggles. We've got MLB proposals going back and forth. A quick counter by the players, predicted by Papi Chulo. Speaking of Jameis Winston, he's lost 17 pounds. He had the LASIK surgery. And yeah, he got sound clipped the other day that he said something like he's on one of the best starts in NFL history, which you can have some fun with stats with Jameis if you want. Slam and Sammy wants the Cubs to retire his number. They're probably going to get back together. They got the documentary coming out. We got to watch it early. Not a big deal. Big Baby David's LaMarcus Aldridge is out for the season after having shoulder surgery. Knicks/Rangers/Dolan come out and make a statement. Again, day late, dollar short. And the MLS finally will be returning with the 54-game Disney tournament of their own starting on July 8th.
Wow, all those sports.
There it is.
MLB draft.
Talk about how much you like the draft.
I don't want to make like a rant or thing. Because, like, if you like the draft, that's fine. But are you interested? Like, you love the NFL draft.
You just need to approach it differently. Because everything you say about the draft is right. But it just turns into a probability and statistics equation. Like, you can't get excited about
You can't do anything with the information.
Unless
there's a Strasburg, Harper, even like Apple.
You put the name in your he's an example of not working.
I know that's what I was saying. Even that, like, we thought
what you're supposed to do is put the name in your memory bank, because basically, if you are entrenched to this team, it's kind of this weird, and it ties into being a baseball super fan, right? Is that the draft doesn't matter, but it determines your whole franchise, because it's the lifeblood of the franchise. That and international prospects, which I'll loop them in, but you're also not getting excited about them because some of them are 16 years old.
Yeah, like, the Martian, like, it's exciting.
How the Yankees are built right now. Even Aaron Judge, when he was, months away from getting called up, you still don't get excited about him. You can't. That's just how baseball works, and it's kind of the nature of the beast. So you want to be on the pulse, especially how entrenched we are in the game, company-wise, even just to our regular fandom. But, yeah, man, the numbers just don't add up. And you could be a giant prospect, go to Double-A, and they start throwing tighter sliders. That's the one pitch you can't hit, and you're also done again.
You put the name in the bank, and that's all. Like, I don't even look into the player, really. The Yankees took the catcher last year. Anthony Siegler?
Yep.
Okay. I know that they took Clark Schmidt as a first-round pick. I don't know what year it was, but, like, now that Clark Schmidt's name's back, I'm like, oh, yeah, that was that pick. I put him in the back of my brain. I don't actively check out his stats in the minors. I don't do anything. If there's probably a first-round pick that the Yankees had in the last 5 years that hasn't come back up into my brain since they drafted him because it hasn't worked out.
Right.
So I don't know. I just, like, I'm not gonna.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna pay attention.
I wouldn't be surprised if you get more into not necessarily the draft, but just the organizations altogether as you get deeper into baseball and even deeper into the Yankees world, because it is the lifeblood. It is what builds teams. And at the
there's a
same
lot of
time, being a Yankee
trading.
fan is kind of spoiled because they haven't been under 500 in 25 years or whatever.
Siegler was 18. Anthony Volpe was...
Volpe. So Siegler, Volpe.
Blake
Rutherford, he was traded.
Kyle Holder won the ping pong tournament for
Barely
Yankees.
know her.
James Kaprelian got traded to the Astros and has a lot of issues. Ian Clarkin got traded. The Yankees just trade their first-round picks a lot.
A lot of times.
Rutherford, Kaprelian, whatever, Clark, Eric Haglia.
And maybe that's what we figured out here, Jim. I mean, the Yankees' first-round picks. I mean, who was the last impact Yankees first-round pick? It's Aaron Judge in 2013.
Yeah. Clark Schmidt's coming his way.
And we hope so.
Yeah.
And there's a good chance for him. But
Garrett Cole.
I mean, if you start going before that, Cole didn't even sign with the Yankees, so that doesn't count.
Hell of a pick, though.
I mean, then it's Jabba Chamberlain. So since 2006, there's been 2 first-round picks that were impact players. Mm-hmm. So I think that ties into more of what you're saying. Is like, how can you invest yourself in this when over the last 15 years, only 2 impact players, and, you know, obviously Jabba has a lot of weird, interesting ties to the stories there. But, yeah, man, it's...
Well, if the Yankees take Carson Cole, it's awesome, and I'm going to celebrate.
Yeah, and that's the bigger thing, and we kind of need that because we will get in touch with him instantly.
And if anyone, it's not because I think he's going to be a stud or have seen him ever play baseball once in my life. His brother's awesome, and I'm now rooting for him as well. And that's that. All right, what was the other news? Baseball draft. Don't care about it. I won't pay attention. I'll just read the tweets when they tell me the name. I'll put it in the back of my brain and forget it until it comes back up.
Yeah, look, I think we've got a couple fun names. I think the projected number 1 is Spencer Torkelson. So that's a fun name, at least.
It'd be more fun if it was Turkelson.
I think the first...
Or Turkleton.
The first pitcher who's supposed to go is Asa Lacy. So,
Assel AC?
What'd you just say?
It sounds like you said Assel AC.
His first name is ASA.
Asa.
Asa Lacy.
What's his last name?
Lacy.
Asa Lacy.
You said asshole lacing.
Well, you were intentionally saying that. Asa Lacy.
I don't think I was not.
Yeah, you were doing like
No. Your brain did that. You assumed I was doing that.
Yeah. You said it wrong.
Asa Lacy.
You have to put a space, otherwise you're intentionally confusing people.
Austin Martin. Asa Lacy. It's how you say a name.
I think it's
Just
Asa.
because your brain's stuck on assholes.
I think it's Asa, not Asa. You made it weird.
Meet the guy.
This dude, Turkelson.
Zach Veen, supposed to go in top 10.
Zachary Veen.
Heston Kjerstad. What's that do for you?
Look at this picture of Spencer Turkelson just flipping the double play ball. What an action shot.
Wow. It's a nice picture.
Yeah, you got it? When we get the Mac, we can have you put stuff on screen. Easy.
I'd say other names to watch out for, and this is literally names. In the first round is Dylan Dingler.
Is that a real
Why'd
name?
you laugh? Yeah. See?
Maybe they said Jake's mic, if we can lower it a little bit.
Dylan Dingler.
Dylan Dingler?
Yeah.
Dingler.
So that's what we're current. Torkelson, who's supposed to be the number 1 pick.
Torkelson,
so
Dingler,
anyway.
and Ass. Great.
Kjerstad, because I think that's kind of foreign and fun. International.
Dylan
Dingler.
Jesus.
Need
I mean,
that.
these guys, I was going to say let's get them on the show, but like, do we want to? Probably not. Let them do their thing.
I mean, I think it would be one of those almost, like, we'd be shocked at how young they are.
Yeah. Yeah, they're kids.
Yeah.
Dylan Dingler, what a name. All right. We were supposed to move on from the draft.
Okay.
MLB proposal, boo, not talking about that. Jameis Winston, hey, I got to say this, losing 17 pounds and having LASIK surgery, he does feel, I have no doubt that he feels like a brand new man.
Yeah.
I mean, you update your iPhone, it feels like you've got a new iPhone. Imagine updating your body and your eyes. It's got to feel fantastic. Now, it will be funny, not funny, it will be like if he's like, I feel great, like I've never felt this way before, comes out and still throws a million interceptions. It's like, oh, well, shit. It wasn't the weight or the eyesight. It was just my poor
it's
play.
Just playing the sport. He, man, 17 pounds I don't really care about. I mean, the weight didn't seem like an issue for Jameis, but who knows? Like you're saying, he probably feels better. LASIK is wild.
I want to get it soon.
He literally squinted around the field.
Why didn't he wear contacts? I don't get it.
I think he said he didn't like them, and he didn't like rec specs.
That's unexcusable.
To a degree, but think about who Jameis Winston is. He won the Heisman Trophy in college, so like up until this point of his life, he's still been the best without it. So if you're uncomfortable, you're not going to wear them. If
you are one of his coaches, you have to almost put it in his contract.
It's
like, you know how, like, if you're driving, your license says you need corrective lens,
right,
and if you're driving without it, that's a problem. That should be the same for a quarterback. You know?
Okay.
Like, the contract should be like, hey, make sure you got 20/20 vision out there. It should be.
Well, and the other thing, and the whole thing is turnovers. Everyone kind of knows the Jameis Winston story, even if you don't really follow NFL closely. But he has the second most passing yards through someone's 5-year career.
That's cool.
Peyton Manning, Jameis Winston, Dan Marino.
That's huge.
So, like, Winston has some stuff going for him. I hope it's just the LASIK.
It'd be awesome. It'd be like all those baseball players. Who's the baseball player that had sleep apnea and then, like, got a ventilator or whatever? Someone on the was it Brewers? Was it Aguilar?
There was a couple for Aguilar. Might have been one of them. I think Dom Smith with the Mets.
Yes, that's who it was. That
was a fun. There was like 3 guys that year that I think Aguilar might have been the first, and then anyone who was kind of like anyone who needed a boost to their stats was like, I don't know, let me try one of these sleep apnea machines.
Josh James.
Yeah. Big dude on the Stros.
Dude, this headline, Houston Astros pitcher Josh James discovered his laziness was actually a symptom of sleep apnea. It's a tough headline.
Sorry.
I'd wake up in the morning and didn't feel good, just lazy. I'd drink multiple cups of coffee just to get me through the day. Do I have sleep apnea?
That's kind of the headline. That's the headline you just laughed at. Am I lazy or do I have sleep apnea?
Well, I know I'm not lazy because I do a lot during the day, but I have to fight.
Right, but it's getting the engine started.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing.
Breathing repeatedly stops and starts. If you snore loudly and feel tired, even after a full night's sleep, you might have sleep apnea. Like, feeling tired after a full night's sleep isn't normal?
It's a loaded question.
And what level is that? I don't snore unless I'm drunk.
Yeah, I'm not a snorer. I do have a little bit of the, like, I think it's kind of a guy thing, like the convulse thing.
Like you twitch while you sleep?
Like if I'm falling asleep, I'm going to have a couple jerks.
Like,
yeah.
I get them more when I fall asleep on the couch, not in, like, the bed position. All right, so I'm excited for Jameis Winston.
Congrats, Jameis.
Where is he? He's behind...
Jameis, go try the sleep apnea stuff.
Do it all.
Even if it's not a thing for you.
Try everything, dude. Get the inserts in your cleats. Maybe you're flat-footed.
Ooh.
Be a huge thing. What's... BBD went hoodie off.
It's going to be a trend.
It's going to be a trend. Halfway through the show, it starts getting hot.
What do you think about BBD with the Brewers hoodie? Did you notice that?
Yeah, I was going to say fresh hoodie.
Fresh.
Had it for a year.
Wow.
Where's Jameis Winston playing? Did he go to
New Orleans?
New Orleans,
yeah.
He's backing up. Yeah.
So hopefully he plays a little bit because we want to know.
Yeah, you need to find out. Sammy Sosa wants the Cubs to retire his number. The documentary is coming out this Friday. We are interviewing the director of that documentary today. We've both seen it. They've completely parted ways with Sammy Sosa. And, yeah, they should just... I don't care about retiring number. I don't know, like, where... I don't know the Cubs' scale of, like, retirable, numberable...
Right.
Where it lands.
Who's in there? That's a good question.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Is it really, really hard? Is it only for Hall of Famers?
I mean, it's got to be Ernie Banks.
Yeah.
Sandberg got retired. I think Santos probably retired. Okay.
What about
Fergie Jenkins and Greg Maddux, both with 31? That's a win-win.
It's cool. Yeah, easy. Knock it
Two
off.
birds while getting stoned.
Ryan Sandberg.
And then Billy Williams is the one I'm not familiar with.
Wait, so there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5?
5.5. Maddox and Fergie.
4 numbers, 5 players. So it might be really hard. So maybe, I don't care, but they should bring him back into their good graces, even though he looks like a vampire.
Yeah, this is a classic case of a team kind of having an ace in the hole. Like, things fell off with Sammy. Like, he went steroids, the corked bat thing. That gets overlooked pretty quickly.
Did you hear that Pete Rose the guy who corked Pete Rose's bats just came out and did a whole article about it? Sure. I corked Pete Rose's bats.
Get that money. But yeah, you're saving this for a rainy day. Like if this Cubs, not dynasty, but time frame, Rizzo, Bryant, Baez, all of these guys, if they can get back on track and keep heading north, you keep Sammy on the back burner. If things start going south, bring Sammy back in. Good PR. You're going to sell out a day. Maybe you have a Sammy Sosa weekend.
Just bring him back, Everyone will paint their face pink. It'll be a blast.
Ooh.
He's got a disease or something, or is it just makeup?
Tough to say.
It looked like makeup in the doc at one point, because it was a halfway point where it was starting to change, and it just looked like he had a ton of because it had a, when girls apply makeup poorly and you can tell their face to neck is just different color.
Sure.
That's what Sammy at one point in that doc, there was a shot, and I was like, oh, is it just a lotion he puts on his face, or is his skin changing?
There's something going on, man, and I don't know if when you watch the documentary, every time they interview Sammy, there's a family painting behind them, but the painting is also like a lighter color. So, I don't know, man.
All I know is Sammy Sosa wins that documentary. He's Puig and Gronk mixed into one person playing baseball in the 90s.
A little bit.
That laugh, I sent you a clip of that laugh.
Yeah.
There's a video of Gronk doing that at a press conference with the same exact laugh. That clip's so funny. I can't wait to post it once we're allowed to post things from this after it airs. Because he makes a joke. Mark McGwire's being so serious because I guess that's how Mark McGwire is. He doesn't have jokes in his arsenal. Just can hit homers.
Stressed out.
Yeah. And Sammy Sosa makes a joke and McGwire retorts. Like, oh, yeah. And Sammy says, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Mark.
Good one, Mark.
Yeah, okay. You did the joke too. So yeah, bring Sammy Sosa back. It'd be a lot of fun. Everyone loves a coming together.
Okay, there's an article in Newsweek, so I think that's legit. And I think Sammy says it's from lotion and being in front of cameras.
Yeah, well, fuck. We're on our way then.
Yeah, minus the lotion.
Someone said, the chat says that it's a lot of lotion.
It's a bleaching cream I apply before going to bed, and it whitens my skin tone.
Oh.
So
he's doing it on purpose.
And he ends it with, I'm not a racist, I live my life happily. So good news from Sammy.
I mean, that's one of his main points in the documentary, too. I'm happy.
Yeah. Not a bad way to do it.
No. It's good. What else do we have here? LaMarcus Aldridge is out for the season after having shoulder surgery.
Chop that bad boy straight off. He got mentioned in the Talking Sports #1 overall pick draft. Go check that out. Knicks/Rangers Dolan made a statement. I mean, they just did.
Isn't this their third statement?
I mean, I think it's their first official tweet, right, BBD? Yeah.
There's the email. There's the interview regarding the email, and this is their first statement.
Leaked email, follow-up email, interview, just posts on Twitter with black background, white letters. So,
what's their statement?
They did it.
Every one of us has a role to play in creating a more just and equal society where there is no racism, bigotry, violence, or hate. We stand with all who act for positive change. The Yankees were the last to make a statement as well. They made a good one.
Yeah.
And they also said, we've been talking with every player and every member of our organization to gather what everyone said, which I don't buy it 100%, but I think that's a great pacifying for anyone. It's like, what, it takes so long? Like, well, we were having a lot of conversation internally, and we wanted to finish those out.
Made sure there was no racists.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Yankees said Black Lives Matter, which I think they were one of 3 baseball teams.
It's so crazy that people won't say that.
Yeah.
It's so crazy that people won't say that.
Sad.
It is nuts.
Yeah.
Just a simple statement.
How tuned in are you going to be to this 54-game Disney World MLS tourney.
Do I need it? What's the New York team? Are they good? Red Bull something?
Is New York still the Red Bulls? I think so, right? New York Red Bulls? Yeah, that's the soccer club.
Should we root for them? I mean, I'm not going to care. I don't watch. If we get a TV in here, we don't have cable, though. I'd put it on while we hang out. Yeah, but not in here. We're going to put a TV
to run
right
a wire.
there.
We've made a hole, literally.
But we only have one cable box.
Splitter.
Okay. Cool.
2019, man.
Can you do that?
How many MLS teams are there?
1, 2, 3, 4, at least 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
26?
Wow, MLS is doing the damn thing.
Okay.
26.
Okay. How many do you recognize? Are you looking at them right now?
Yeah, let's play a game.
Don't say them out loud.
I'm going to play it with you.
Okay. New York Red Bulls. Let's get that one off.
I'm going to name a team, and you have to tell me if it's a real team or a fake team.
Oh, I don't like that.
Okay, I'll just name the team. You tell me where they're from. You like that better?
Ooh, I think if you give me the team, I'm going to be pretty good with cities. If you give me the cities, I think I'm going to be worse.
The Impact.
The Impact, Jesus. They feel like a new one.
Impact. Joined in 2012.
The Impact. Fuck. No idea.
Montreal.
Okay. I thought we were saying continental states here, but...
What? United.
DC.
Great. Rapids.
Colorado.
That was a layup. If you got
Denver.
that one wrong, this one's an easy one. Galaxy.
LA.
Here we go, Galaxy. Here we go.
Good scene.
Fucking soccer club.
Excuse me?
Soccer club.
Kansas City.
Nashville. The Nashville Soccer Club.
They're new, I think.
Real. Real.
I mean, this isn't how the game's supposed to go.
Real.
Or Madrid.
No. South Lake. Real South
Lake, yeah.
Earthquakes.
San Jose.
That's an easy one. They got here's a real easy one. Sounders.
Seattle.
Yeah.
Boom.
They do big because people like cheering there.
They do big because people like cheering there.
Sporting.
KC. Sporting KC.
Why are their names weird?
FC Dallas. Because they tried to do like the European football clubs to make it more relatable.
Sporting Kansas City. How do you cheer for Sporting Kansas City?
Sporting Kansas City.
Honestly, like, what do you yell? Let's go.
I just heard it.
How do you cheer for Sporting Kansas?
I'm over the MLS teams.
The other one that's easy is
FC Dallas.
The Sounders.
Seen a few of their games.
Vancouver Whitecaps.
Oh, they're good.
And the Portland Timbers.
Love watching them.
Portland
Does Chicago
Timbers
still have a team? They the Fire?
They were the Fire. Everyone knows that. Chicago Fire Football Club.
Yeah, like they just threw on the FC on it. Ooh, Chicago Fire, the TV show comes up before them.
Okay, so the Sporting Kansas City, their nickname is the Wizards.
I think they used to be the Wizards. Dude, I think MLS had a revolution. I'm not talking DC revolution, people. MLS fans, they like that. They made smaller stadiums, and then they kind of cranked up the European on the teams, and like, let's add some FCs and Uniteds and stuff.
It's smart, dude, because
they made it. They basically did hipster marketing, and it worked.
Yeah, because people like
being a part of something.
They like English culture. There's a lot of Americans out there that like fancy themselves like English culturers. You know, just like start talking with an accent and eat trumpets and shit. We had a friend who went down to
know what tweets
England.
always get me?
Yeah.
The ones that are like British people say, and they're just like they're writing phrases. So I think one was like Black Lives Matter, and they typed it out, and it was like bloke lives matter. It's so dumb, but
wait, they just said it with the accent.
So they just wrote it out like instead of writing matter, they wrote like MA''AER. Black lives matter.
That is good.
Such dumb American humor.
There should be. This is something I've wanted forever. Because sometimes when you a while.
Okay.
When I started writing, when I would write short stories in college, this is what I wanted. There needs to be a dialect translation. So like sometimes when you read novels and a character is from the 1940s
Sure.
or they're from the Deep South, they'll type it how they say it, you know? There needs to be a website where I type in, like, I went to the park today, didn't see any squirrels, and then I choose Boston, and it's like, you know, park is PAHK.
I went to the harbor.
Yeah, and it changed it, or like the South is like whatever. It changes it to the accent that you would phonetically read it in.
So you just want an actual phonetic translation?
Yeah, dialect translation on
Okay.
the text.
Because at first I thought you wanted like you're fascinated by different words in different areas. I thought you wanted like no, if you're in Jacksonville, Florida, and you say I'd like a pizza, and then translate to New York, and it's like let's get a pie.
That's
what
cool
you
too.
wanted.
That's
Okay.
cool too. But no, but I would both. I'll take both. But yeah, you know, like sometimes black people they say ION for like I don't want that. I don't want that. Yeah. I'm fascinated.
That's kind
by
of the British thing I was just talking
I'm fascinated whenever I read that tweet because my brain reads it perfectly fine. And I'm like, whoa, how did I
Right.
read that so fine?
Why I like the British ones. Yeah.
So that's what we need. Put it in motion. Dialect translator.
British people be like.
Yeah. Do we have any more sports to talk about?
Not really.
Okay.
Go through the MLS teams again.
Who are you rooting for in this 24-team tournament?
54 game tournament. Don't
Do
know
they
how many teams are in it.
is the season halfway done and they're finishing it out, or is this like fresh slate just starting?
No idea. MLS standings. I'll Google that.
No one knows.
MLS standings. Looks like they've played a couple games. Dude, I kind of feel bad for the MLS. It looks like every team has like 2 games played.
Oh, so they started and
I'm
stopped.
close.
Okay, here I have ranking the top 10 goalkeepers for 2020.
Ooh.
I'm gonna choose my team based on goalkeepers.
Is Tim Howard still doing it? Is he still on the Rapids?
I don't know. He's gotta be old now, man. It was like 8 years ago when he was in the
Goalies can
Olympics.
play forever, though,
That's cool. That's awesome.
because they just have to, like...
All right, here are the top 10 keeper names. I'm gonna choose.
You're just going by name.
I'd like a picture, but they don't have it here. You know what I mean?
Kind of.
You kind of need a picture. Maybe a different website has a picture for each player. A video? Why would I watch a video?
Why would you watch video?
Why would I? You know, it's 3 guys sitting at a table like us talking about MLS. So I get it. We're doing the same thing. We're talking about them. The 50 greatest MLS goalkeepers of all time. How long has MLS been around? We have that. Like, who's number 50? Is it like a 16-year-old prospect?
That's tough.
Oh, I have it. Ahava.
Who do you got?
I have images of all the keepers' names from all clubs.
Okay.
So I'm going to do a quick scroll and let you know who I like the most. Evan Bush looks like a little fucker.
I found a name that I think you'd really like.
Maxime Crepeau.
No. Zach McMath.
That's good. Oh, Eric Dick. The Sporting Kansas City Keeper. Creeper.
Eric Dick.
That's kind of a creeper, too.
Eric Dick, the
Eric
creeper.
Dick. Clement Diop. Bobby Edwards. That's a baseball name. Bobby, playing the wrong sport.
Brad Guzan. He's been on some national teams.
Fred Emmings. You cannot root for Fred Emmings. I mean, you look at that. You can't do it.
Louisiana Fred Emmings.
Oh, Brad Guzan.
Yeah. He's good. He's a former national teamer.
Well,
Guzan?
That's how good I am at scouting keepers.
Yeah.
I just see his face and I'm like, that's clearly the best keeper. And you
That's
tell
a
me he's on the
goalie.
national team.
Yeah.
Bald, mean, looks like no one wants to be next to him on the bus.
Tough break, Brad.
No, he's awesome. I'm rooting for him.
I think people want to be next to him on the bus.
Oh no, he probably smells.
It's your nightmare.
Evan Bush looks like a little fucker. He
Okay.
looks like he yells at bouncers.
Too short. Blow the whistle.
You want to pop the AC on 10 minutes?
No.
BBD, you got a state? You got to yell real loud into my mic.
Yeah, we covered a lot of sports today. Did a lot of Chicago talk. Chicago has a lot of sports. Today's state is Illinois.
Good job, David.
I called that state home for 3 years of my life.
Illinois.
Illinois. Got the Sam Decker retweet on that Cubs errors.
Pretty huge.
This one's blowing up.
It's a good vid.
It's so bad. The hard cuts that I made me laugh because like it's just like bam, 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 bam.
Bad play, bad play.
Like a lot of them, like runners advance, and like I was like, no, you got to cut that out. Just got to be bam, 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 bam.
Just
bam.
the highlights, baby.
Low lights. How are you, Jake?
I mean, do you have the park, the barbershop salon?
No, I told you.
You weren't supposed to poop there.
I think you. I don't think you're supposed to, but I don't know if it's frowned upon. I picked it up right away too, so I mean,
Sure.
because I'll have to take a picture of it because the street view, like it wasn't there when the dude rode his bike down the street. Take a picture for you. I think we're good. Halftime. Let's just keep rolling. Good.
Yeah.
Here we go.
I read the news today, oh boy, and though the news was rather sad, well, I just had to laugh.
Well, it's 6 o'clock. Time for the news.
Cops has been canceled. The longest running unscripted show in the history of television has been canceled. A man put a cell phone charger up his penis. It got stuck in his bladder, and it had to be removed by surgeons. That story sucks. Here's a kangaroo fight. Guess there's a kangaroo fight on that link. At an Italian prison, escapee has promised to return. That sounds about as honest as McGregor retiring. And an eerily accurate prediction from an article written in 2012 said 2012 is bullshit. 2020 is when we'll really be in trouble. Wow. The news.
I read the news today, oh boy.
Okay. I mean, how many of those do you want to talk about?
They all look juicy.
BBD put the Bladder one in the title, so I feel like we have to talk about it.
Let's get it out of the way then. 'Cause
Okay,
that
I'll
sucks.
click the link. You don't even mess around.
I
there.
wasn't gonna.
Okay, it's kind of cool. It's an X-ray of the cord in his body.
Ugh.
No, it's not gross. You want me to just quick peek? You like it?
No, I don't
Okay.
like that.
I don't mind that. He had a 2 foot. Oh, but he went up his penis.
Yeah, dude,
I forgot
that's the
about
whole
that
story.
part. How do you do that?
Fuck you.
An Indian man went to a hospital with abdomen pain and had inserted some mobile phone charger cable into his penis. Doctor who treated him told him Monday. The man visited a hospital in northeastern India last month claiming he had ingested some earphones. It's a lie. Why'd he do this?
Yeah, I might have eaten some headphones. Looks like it's a charger.
Fucking out, dude. I'm out. Cops has been canceled.
Should have been out.
Did Cops cancel this because of the whole, like, everything that's going on? Or is just no one watch Cops anymore? Did they realize their show's problematic? It is because of this?
In wake of Broad. Wow. 33rd season.
Yeah, it's the longest running reality show ever. Did they have like a release or anything?
Bad boys, what you gonna do?
The series has been subject to criticism in the past for the way it portrayed policing, for coercing subjects into signing releases to agree to be filmed, and for crew members carrying weapons and assisting police. How do they get everyone to sign off to be on that show? It has to be fucked up the way they do that.
Right?
People have to be intimidated and just sign what the cops hand them. Or
it's like we'll go easier on you.
Yeah.
Which isn't how the society's supposed to.
Or they're
function.
paying them like a minimal release, and it's people that need money terribly.
Yeah.
So yeah, it seems like that whole show's probably fucked up. Damn.
Tough.
How many Cops diehards do you think there are out there? Like people that like watch them on the premiere date, like Monday night, Cops is on, gotta watch it.
Probably more than you'd like to think.
What's the average age?
58.
I think that's low.
Okay.
I was gonna say like 78.
I think 70 you get it's like too much for you.
Like basic cable still.
It's too much for you. I think it's like 58. Oh, look how crazy the bad guys are, and look how good the cops are.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right, cops have been canceled. Doesn't change anything for me. Just watch repeats. I wonder if they're going to syndicate it still. Because that's kind of funny if they do.
Just keep it
Because
rolling,
I didn't,
yeah.
no one watches it when it premieres. But you just say it's syndicated all night and people watch it. Great theme song. I'm watching this kangaroo fight.
All-time theme song.
Watching the kangaroo fight that BBD put on here. I don't know if I'll be able to show it to the audience. I don't have that control anymore. Maybe BBD can, but it's pretty good. I don't think it's that hostile. The one kangaroo pins the other kangaroo on a table, and then they kind of get back up and they start boxing again, and just getting in each other's face, hopping around. They look like young kangaroos too. And then one falls down, and the other one waits for it to get back up. It looks like they're just two brothers playing. I don't think it's an aggressive fight, so it's pretty fun video.
It is a fun video. Man, and I don't want to offend any of our kangaroo listeners, but I'm trying to keep track because there are 3 power moves throughout this video, and I want to see if the same kangaroo gets owned all 3 times. I mean, you lose sight of them when they go under the table.
Yeah. I was wondering
because one at the end gets kind of
twisted.
tossed.
Yeah.
So there's a pin in the middle, which, again, okay, so let me see if the last 2 are the same one, because then I think we can make an opinion that it's the same one. Oh, yeah, so one gets the high ground and body slams him. That's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
And then, the one that got body slammed gets body slammed into the shed at the end. So I'm going to assume that the one kangaroo just got his ass kicked.
Your little brother.
2 out of 3.
Kangaroos are fucked up, man. They disembowel people.
Mm.
They're mean animals. Anyway. Dude, this Italian prison escaper says he's going to go back to prison. Jake and I have a Little Laughs episode coming up on Laughs from the Past about a dude who escaped prison in Greece. It's awesome. I don't know when that drops. It's not this Thursday, next Thursday, because we have 2 in the chamber right now. But, why would this guy promise to come back? 2 inmates who escaped from a prison in Rome last week. How old do you think that is? That's probably pretty cool. Left guards a courtesy note saying they had business to take care of but would be back shortly. The 2 cousins, Davad Zukanovich and Lil Amatovic, broke out of Rabibia prison overnight on June 2nd by scaling a wall using a water hose left in a courtyard. Seems pretty easy.
Yeah.
They left a note saying they'll be back. They were driven by the need to protect their children from a nasty business they had gotten themselves into. The inmates specified that only they could make things right as their wives were also in jail.
Mm.
And at the end of the signed note, Zukanovich and Amatovich promised to return in about 15 days once everything was sorted. The men were serving sentences until 2029 for non-violent crimes, including fraud and receiving stolen goods. Do you believe them? I believe them.
I think there is a legitimate chance.
But
I'd say it's
2029,
80-20.
once you're out, you're not going to go back.
I'd say it's 80-20.
Let's take a look at what David Zukanovich, and they listed his name first, so I'm going to guess he's the ringleader.
20% they come back after the 15 days, and if they do, I don't think they should receive any extra punishment. They played by your rules.
Yeah.
And they got out. That's on you.
He's got a bit of a flavor saver.
It makes me feel like they said 15 days to just get a 15-day head start.
Yeah. Look at this. That's what they look like.
Yeah.
You trust them?
It's a heavy question.
I don't know why. I don't know why the picture looks like it's from 1950. I don't trust them. I trust that they believed it when they wrote it.
Ooh.
But once they're out,
Right.
Actually, dude, we forgot freedom's pretty cool.
Yeah. This is a lot better than in there.
But we did write that in good faith. In Good Faith's my new favorite.
Yeah,
song.
I'd like to know more about the 2029 number. Is that like a definite? Is it like 2024, 2025 you can start getting out?
Yeah, like, you know.
Because then it doesn't seem worthwhile.
But they've lost their good behavior.
And know what else?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, this is interesting, Jim. Let's say they do come back in 15 days. You've almost got a Boondock Saints situation on your hand. Like,
okay.
Say they do save their kids from something. They come back. They're the story of the town. I mean, like, people are going to be asking the governor and shit to, like, pardon them, or however that works, like the president.
Okay.
This might be genius.
Okay. So.
We just wanted to help our kids.
Yeah.
Come back. Media's all over it.
Like, no one else was helping them. The police weren't helping them. And then, like, the whole world's on this, like, you know, police, some of them are bad, and that's bad. So that maybe that's what they play that angle.
There's a card to be played there. Still 80-20, they're not coming back.
I got it at 90-10.
Okay.
So in 2012, this dude on Vice wrote this article. This scientist, Peter Turchin, suggested that 2020 is when we'll be in real trouble. And I thought this, like, when I read the headline, I thought it was just a tweet someone wrote.
Sure.
Like, 2017 Astros will win the world, you know? But no, dude, this dude, like, scientifically said 2020, everything will pop off. He's a scientist who specializes in population biology and devices theories backed by cumulative scientific evidence that in their essence predict the future by tracking waves and paths and rhythms and shit. So this was written in 2012, and the Vice journalist says, can you humor me and explain your cryodynamic theory of violence in layman's terms? Like, ask the question in layman's terms if you're going to want the answer. And this scientist said, historical studies show that society goes through long-term cycles of violence. There's a build-up for roughly a century, then a period of violence or upheaval for 10 or 15 years. Then people get tired of it, and the next generation goes back to being peaceful. It's then the grandchildren of that generation who never experienced the severity of upheaval firsthand who are likely to start causing problems again. My theory suggests that it will be in 2020 when the U.S. hits a new peak of violence. That's crazy. I mean, it makes a lot of sense, too.
Yeah, there is some data and, like, science to this to a degree, which is kind of cool, kind of scary. Yeah, I mean, I like it. I mean, you know, I'm sure a certain number of population, the grandkids thing, like you mentioned. He mentioned that there's a lot of one-off incidents, Columbine, Virginia Tech, Timothy McVeigh bombing, that those are up, and, like, that's a sign of stuff turning. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, this is kind of, it's tough because this is what this guy studies, and...
But he got the year perfectly right, and he said riots. So
yeah, I mean, also in the paragraph before that, he says 10 or 15 years. So...
I'd even give him that, though.
Yeah, no, like, he's got it to a degree.
You're a big
also,
Nostradamus fan.
how many of these articles are out there by other people that got it wrong?
Well, I don't care about other people. I just care, like, what else has this dude predicted correctly?
Sure.
Like, how many is he throwing out?
And that opens it up for him, which is a good opportunity. So good for him getting it out there. But yeah, I think there also is a, like, shit to a wall theory that there's other scientists that probably said 2015. There's other scientists that probably said 2022. And so, you know, this guy worked out. So, yeah, he gets dibs on let's see what else he got. But, yeah, man, this is also unrelated to this because this guy's just going off of years. But I guess there's sometime in the Black Ages we, like, lost 8 years. So people were like, oh, this is actually 2012. So that's why the Mayan calendar was right. So... I don't know. I think there's a little bit, you throw enough shit against the wall, something will stick, but this guy has some information, which is pretty cool.
He's got a website, and there's this website called, you know, Peter Turchin Prediction Archives. So I was really excited to see all his past predictions, but now it's just blank. He doesn't want us to find the bad ones.
Those are his predictions.
Yeah. Peter Turchin. What's he look like? Russian? Immigrated here?
Oh, there's a chart when you search his name. Let's see what the chart says.
He looks normal enough.
Oh, yeah. So he's got a pre-crisis trajectory, social pressures for crisis, and when they cross, you get a revolution of sorts. And he says that's where we are.
You're a big Nostradamus fan, right?
And he's I guess one of his original things he compared to was also like the Berlin Wall coming down. So how about that?
That's cool.
Mathematical approach to history.
Aren't you a big
Love
Nostradamus
to see
fan?
you in there. I think it's kind of the opposite. I think Nostradamus is kind of a fan of what I'm doing.
Oh, okay. I thought when we started Laughs, you were like, I like Nostradamus. Or is it a different guy?
I just draw comparisons.
To you and him?
Yes.
Oh, okay. The toilet Nostradamus.
It's been said.
It has been said. Cool. All right. That's the news, guys. And it's a doozy.
Bet of the day, it's the bet of the day. Bet of the day, bet of the day.
Bet of the day, bet of the day. What's up, guys? It's the bet of the day. Jakey, the toilet Nostradamus, the flying salami is going to make his bet. He's crushing Bundesliga. I think he's 5-2, maybe 5-1. Yesterday he laid down a bet that I forget. BBD was at the dentist, and we told him to write it down. Do we remember what it was?
The over on the Hoffenheim RB Leipzig game, Jim.
Yes. Did that play yesterday?
No.
Okay.
All these games play this weekend.
Okay. You have the over. I have just...
Give the under.
No, I just have...
You took RB Leipzig. I think I canceled that because it's not a legitimate bet. It's like a $10 bet to make like $4.
That's huge.
Okay.
Got to make money any way you can.
Kind of. Sure. Okay. That's fine.
Do you remember? Did you write it down? What?
He was at the dentist.
What's that?
He was at the dentist.
He was in the chat, though.
He's around. He wasn't working. He was off the clock.
Oh, okay, I just didn't know.
It's off the
I'm not
clock.
mad. He could have.
Kind of being a
Right.
jerk about it.
Well, I forget what I took. Someone in the chat will know, and we
Sure.
can always watch it. I either took the under,
I think
you
you
let me took the
disagreed,
team.
and you placed your other bet on RB Leipzig to win, which was nice.
And you initially thought the other team was going to win, but then you changed your
had
mind.
the whole thing reversed.
Yeah, you were looking at the wrong sheet.
Hoffenheim.
Yeah. All right. What's the bet?
So
today?
that the over on that yesterday, still expect that to hit on 6-12. The rest of the games are on 6-13 this freakend. And Jim, I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And Hertha Berlin is playing
Hertha.
Eintracht Frankfurt.
Okay, good. And just a little kick on.
It's even money on Hertha. Eintracht as a dog.
Hertha.
Hertha Berlin to win. Easy money. Eintracht Frankfurt season is falling apart. We've known this. Toilet Nostradamus. Hertha Berlin to win.
Hertha's currently in 9th place in the league.
Yes.
They are 10-8. No. They are 10-12 with 8 draws. So you have Eintracht to lose? What'd you
Yes.
say? Yeah.
Hertha to win.
Hertha to win. Have they played before? I like the name of Hertha. I'm into that. Let me just see if they've played previously. They played back on December 6th and they tied 2-2.
Sure.
Eintracht, though. You rode them all last week. Now you're off them.
Yeah, because I told you what was going to happen. They were going to... Last week was their climb. And now it's all going to fall apart.
I like your thinking. Like, I don't have faith in Eintracht, but Hertha just lost to Dortmund.
Yeah, they need to win. And Borussia Dortmund's a great team.
Yeah. All right. I agree with you.
Yep.
I can't.
I knew you knew a winner when you see it.
Yeah, you can't,
Jake is stupid, but he's smart.
I'm in.
Nice. Huge.
Hertha. I mean, let me find the Hertha keeper
Hertha Berlin keeper.
because this guy better not. suck. His name is Thomas Kraft. Bleach blonde hair every now and then. A lot of pictures for Thomas Kraft. Oh, someone threw a bottle at his face once. So, ouch. Wow, just someone from the fan. Holy shit. Oh, dude, I think, what was that? I think it was an opposing player trying to pass a bottle to his teammate and just hit him right in the face. His reaction's really good. I like him. I'm happy with the pick. Herth all the way. Thomas Kraft.
Pick's been made.
Loving my life. Just making sure I'm happy with it. All right. We're out of here. We will see you guys tomorrow.